All right, YouTube friends, I wanted to make another video about reviews. It is quite common for most all of us these days to watch on YouTube reviews for items we are about to buy or have bought or whatsoever. And this is to assist, perhaps, to find a good review. It's about reviews, the review for all reviews. One of the major distinctions is fact and opinion. It mixes very easy, and when you have very opinionated reviews, then that's just that. I also would like to, in the beginning, straighten something out. People say personal opinion. An expressed opinion can only and ever be personal, so you can skip that. Just say what you have to say. LB, it is your opinion and only that. Even when your friend Tom or Mr. X, however, and you say, it's his opinion. No, it is your opinion as soon as you experience that. And even just give it back, it can only be your opinion. Can't be mine. Not even when I tell you my opinion. As soon as you repeat it, say it, internalize it, it comes from you. It may have at one point been mine, but anyway, just forget about that in my opinion and saying it be helpful to all of us. But anyway, what is opinion and what is a fact? Very few reviews are fact-based, and the very joy to watch. A lot of times you may want somebody's opinion, but then is that so you can join into his opinion and form an opinion group that satisfies you? Anyway, let me just clarify something very simple. I have this thing here right in front of me, so that's why I'm gonna use that. Fact, this recorder has two microphone capsules on the top. They're swiveling, both of them, to adjust the angle, the width of the recording field. You can make it more narrow or wider. Simple facts. Now, this recorder is rectangle, and I think they should have made it a little wider, and here we have it. An opinion, and a lot of reviews are full of them, and some of them are nothing but opinions, criticisms, and they'll make you morally superior or just superior. And these reviews are really just serving the individual's ego. They want to make themselves knowingly or unknowingly smart, better, interesting, and that's certainly nothing wrong with this. I'm just telling you so you can, if you not already know, perhaps find some more substantial reviews. Interesting, they make them very interesting. They're almost like little movies these days, high production value, and come from other countries and so on. And people color their hair red and wear a hat. And I know what I'm talking about. I come from the music industry. And there was a time where I joined that to here I am, so you can get a market share of some form or another, and people listen to you in this also flooded and crowded media environment. But the point is, when you watch for facts, they are very simple. There's an off and on switch with a hold button. I wish they would have put that on the right side. It is a little bit, and here we have it. Opinion. Often a group of very capable engineers get together and make these little products, and then Mr. X comes out of the bushes and gives you his opinion that may be more or less qualified in the first place, but it's always qualified because it's your opinion, and therefore it's the only thing that counts for you. But that doesn't mean that the product would be superior if this fella had part of the design. It may be very well not. So you look not what you should see, but look at what you actually see and what you're actually getting. That's very helpful to not project something onto these things, how they should be or not, or not. Often there is very, very good reasons, and that items are as they are. So yesterday I was hearing somebody, very nice-looking young man with super production value videos, talking about a camera that I'm familiar with and how they should have used leather instead of the faked type, leather, red vinyl, whatever you want to call it. Well, just to give you an alternative point of view is that the manufacturer may have used vinyl in a dire attempt to keep price under 2,000 if it's just by $1. And that may have contributed to that. And sometimes people don't put maybe a stabilization or image stabilization in a camera because it's the form factor changes. So these design teams are not all born yesterday, but some of the reviewers may have not the full scope and may not even realize it, as our own opinion seems to be so important, when indeed it is questionable. Anyway, so facts and opinion, there's a big difference, and then you can get information. If you want a very opinionated review, you should have no problem finding them. The internet is full of them. I mean, almost every review is packed with opinions of one or the other thing, and they just sneak in But some of them are fact-based, they tell you, and that's a lovely thing for me. I'm working on my own opinion to not be so dominating. You have an opinion. When you push an opinion on something and you put that hat on, it does not work without putting that same hat on you, and it's a form of a mind prison. So anyway, this is a review about all reviews, and maybe to contribute in finding or improving reviews here on YouTube that has started so innocently, and now the commercials are saturating these beautiful little videos, and of course that is how money is generated and how the whole thing keeps rolling. There's another thing I find very interesting. I don't know, in the 60s we were all citizens, and now we are all consumers. That's a very shallow approach. Human beings are humans, and beings has very little to do with consumers. Consumers is clearly have a strong look on your pocketbook and on commerce, and nothing wrong with any of it. It is as it is. But to be aware is a good start for perhaps a less shallow approach. Anyway, I don't want to, in this clip, go further with this, but I do like to play songs on these videos. But before I maybe do this, I'll tell you what I all use, because a lot of people are interested in how is this made, how can I make it myself, and what do I need. So some things are obvious, not many, but I'm using this microphone. It's a condenser microphone. It needs phantom power that comes from a Soundcraft Notepad 8FX. In the chain is also a little compressor. Almost anyone will do. There's a Tascam recorder also in the chain, and then there's my Fuji camera, the pro3, that everything that produces that sound is in the end fed into this camera over the mic input, and is recorded in the camera at the same time the pictures or the video is. And the sound is all made prior to recording. That saves me some time to mix that later. It's very acceptable to me, and that's important, isn't it? All right, very well. So that Tascam, it's a Mark II. It's a little square box. Maybe give me a second, I want to look. Well, funny enough, they don't have the model printed on the front, but it's Tascam Mark II, maybe DR60. The compressor is a VLA2, which is a tube compressor, one of the cheaper ones I had around from recordings I have done throughout in the past, whatever, couple of years or so. And here is my guitar. And you may have noticed, now I covered her up, my dog is sitting right behind me. She's sleeping. It's gotten old for dog, 15 years or so. It's pretty good. Out on the road late at night, I see your face in every headlight. Kicked by the wind and rain in my face, I thought of falling out of all good grace. Oh, I thought of falling out of all good grace. For you said I walk on water. For you said I walk on water. For you, I walk on to the end of time, you said. But then winter came, whispered my name, and froze your heart and eyes. Paradise of ice froze your heart, froze us apart. Froze your heart, froze us apart. Oh. And the song goes on. This is a song I wrote a few years back, and I still love to play it. All right, until next time, YouTubers. See, now you're a YouTuber consumer, then you're a YouTuber. Anyway, have a good day, friends, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. You know, I say namaste. Oh, I should say, please like and subscribe. And namaste, it means I recognize the light in you, meaning the animating presence in you. Namaste.